illegal to lie in political advertising? And not only 3 of us in this room realise that. I found out today, so I'm astounded.
It's legal. It's legal to.
Well, when
no
they put
law
up
against.
billboards, you can write things that aren't true, like David lives in Port Macquarie, or David lives here, or this gentleman believes in this and he actually doesn't. It's legal to write that and put it on a billboard, put it on a bus, put it on the radio. It's legal.
Legal to lie.
Yeah.
Legal to lie.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Jeanette?
Certainly isn't moral.
Yeah, we'd happily talk to that.
Okay, yeah, if you'd like to respond to it.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy, would you like to respond?
Sure.
Yeah. And if you look next door at what's happening to Robert Oakeshott and all the dirty tricks that are being pulled out against Robert Oakeshott, thankfully it's a little more civil in the Lyne electorate, but in the Cowper electorate it's getting a bit ugly. And one way to fix that is one of the bills that the independents will put up first. We've agreed to work together on this, not on all things, but on this, is a Federal Integrity Commission with teeth that can look back retrospectively and make sure that we can restore trust in our politics. At the moment, there's not enough people looking over the shoulders of our politicians. We've got to clean it all up. So we've got to look at what they do when they're in there, but also how they get there. Because that's just one part of a very murky story in terms of how people are elected and what they do once they're elected. So a Federal Integrity Commission that can look into all that, I think, is way, way overdue.
Thanks, Jeremy. Phil, would you like to respond?
It's disgraceful, you're right. An absolute disgrace that people can actually lie. 40% death tax, absolute lie. It's not happening. And we've been accused of bringing in a 40% death tax. And it is an absolute disgrace that we have put our community, our nation, at the hands of these kind of scaremongering types of analysis. We need to get above that as a community, as a country, and as elected members. And we are going to bring in an integrity commission. We're going to do it. We've made that promise as a Labor Party. We're going to actually introduce that because we need to get some trust back into the community and some integrity in backing to the people who are in Parliament. And I'm not perfect, but by God, I tried hard not to make any mistakes and not to say things that I can't do. I had a phone call today about the arts down in Taree. And I said, sorry, I can't help you. I don't know if I've got any money for that. I promise you I'll do this, but I can't give you a commitment that I would do, you can have that. Because if I did, that's a lie. Because I can't do it. It's really easy to say, yes, we'll find some money for you, but it's a lie. Because I don't know if I can or I can't. We need to get into that sort of space for a lot of us. Because I was in Parliament and I had so many issues come across my desk that were lies, and I knew they were lies. I spent a lot of time putting those fires out when I should have been out there helping the farmers or helping the community. It is wrong. I used to get up, and David probably did it when he was a minister, we used to get up at the crack of dawn just to try and put all the fires out. We were up at 5 in the morning, my team were up at 4, and we would put all the fires out before 6 because they were lies. And that is just not good. I had to do that as a minister, and I had to deal with that almost every day. People were throwing things at us were absolutely untrue from the other side, and we had to deal with it. You're right, it's wrong.
Isn't it sad that we've come to this in our country? These are the people that are supposed to be protecting us and governing us, and they lie to make each other look stupid. I'm very disappointed in Parliament. We shouldn't even be talking about royal commissions or integrity commissions, but we are because we don't trust them, right? And what's even more concerning for me is political donations and the lies behind that and all the deception, manipulation that happens before an election, that you don't get to know who's backing your people that you're voting for till after they get their seat. And if that's not one of the biggest lies in this country right now, I don't know what I'm doing here. Because what if we found out, just say hypothetically, that a big Chinese business was backing a major party? I'm not going to use a party because I'll get in trouble. Now, would you vote for that party? If they were run by the communist government of China and donated to a political party here, Right. Well, why don't we be honest, and why don't we start telling the people in this country